Hi there everybody. Today I want to show you how I start my dahlia seeds. There are 3 different ways that we start dahlias on the farm. One way being through tubers. We also do cuttings, rooted cuttings, and we also start dahlias by seed. There are different reasons to start the dahlias in different ways. So here's a tuber. This one is Emperor. We start our dahlias through tubers. They'll sprout an eye up on top on the crown here. So with this tuber, I know that this variety is going to grow true year after year with these tubers to whatever that plant looks like. So for Emperor, that's a lavender dahlia, and I know growing this out, I'm going to get a consistent looking bloom. So that's why you would want to grow tubers. Year after year, you get the same plant, same flower, and they also multiply, so you can also multiply your stock. Another method that we grow here on the farm is rooted cuttings. Here's an example. This one has nice roots. This one I started back on 3/4, or so March 4th. And it's had quite a bit of growth since the beginning of the month. It is March 27th right now. So the cuttings, which I'll get into in a later video, they're taken off of a tuber. So with this tuber, it would sprout, and then I can take that sprout, take it off, cut it off or wiggle it off the tuber and put it in a medium, and it'll actually root and sprout and become a plant like this. So the reason we would do that would be maybe you don't have very many tubers of that one variety and you want to increase your stock. You could take one of those tubers, sprout it, and make cuttings. And for this cutting that I did, I believe I got 10 cuttings off that one tuber. So so just in that example, you can take one tuber and now you have 10 more plants. So it's a really good way to increase your stock, your growing stock. I can get into the process of cuttings a little bit more in a different video. But for today, we are talking about dahlia seeds. I should mention with the cuttings, they're like the tubers, where that cutting comes off of that tuber and the plant that grows is going to be an exact copy of that parent, of the parent plant. It's going to grow true to form, true to color, true to size, and you know what to expect. So with dahlia seeds, it's different. Each seed is unique, so every one of these seeds is going to be different. No 2 seeds are alike, and that's kind of the fun of it. So not only are you going to get something really unique from that seed, this is how dahlia breeders develop new varieties. So they will start seeds, and they'll get into a lot more technical ways to develop that seed than we have here today, but they'll start seeds and then select for the dahlias that have the best form, the best color, petal count. There's a lot of different factors that they are looking for, but it all starts with the seed. Mention that not all dahlia seeds have the best germination rates. So like with this seed pack, there's 25 in here. This is from Bunnies and Blooms, another flower farm, and I believe there's 25 seeds in here. It doesn't say, but when I talked to her, I believe there was 25. And so I don't expect all 25 to sprout. But I did have another packet of hers, and they did pretty good. So we will see what we get out of those. And then, yeah, with the Johnny seeds, these are a year older. I don't know what I'll get for germination, but I'll just make sure to start extra. That way I'm not shorting myself. That way I get enough plants to sprout. This method that I'm going to show you is one that I saw Christine Albright do from Santa Cruz Dahlias, and I really think it's just a great, efficient method. Allows me to pre-sprout the seeds before I stick them in the soil, and that is nice because then when I do plant them in my seed trays, I'm not, because of the low germination rate, I'm not ending up with a bunch of open spaces. So that is great. I also think it's just kind of fun growing dahlias from seed, and this is something that any home gardener could do. It is just really fun because you don't know what you're gonna get for flowers. You don't know what colors you're gonna get. You don't know what forms, what sizes. So it's kind of fun if you have a spot in your garden that is, maybe you're just trying to figure out something colorful, fun to put in there. I think dahlia plants are beautiful in themselves because they're big green foliage plants, most of them. So yeah, I think not only flower farms like us, but really anyone who grows flowers can get into dahlia seeds. Okay, to get started, we're going to need a couple items. Quart-size Ziploc bags, permanent marker for labeling, very important, paper towels, and spray bottle, just water. And then you're going to need your actual dahlia seeds. Okay, I'm going to start by taking a couple sections of paper towel. I think I'm going to take 3, these are smaller sections, and just fold them in on themselves. So you just have one section, or have your sections overlapping, I should say. And then we'll take our spray bottle, and I'm going to dampen this paper towel. And by the way, guys, I'm sorry that I have the world's smallest and slowest spray bottle here. Okay, so this is getting, it's kind of damp on top, but I want to do both sides of the paper towel. I want to make sure we get enough moisture in here to germinate those seeds. This is very similar to a if you've ever done a germination test. Maybe you've done one in science class. I remember doing it, I don't know what grade, but maybe 6th grade, where you take the bean seeds and put them in a wet paper towel, stick them in a baggie, and then do your count on what sprouts. Very, very similar to that. So basically doing the same thing here. Okay, I apologize. This thing is slow as molasses. Okay. I would recommend using a bigger spray bottle. Alright, so if you want to really know your germination percentage, you could count out your seeds, put them in the paper towel, and then when they germinate, you could figure out what percentage actually sprout. I'm not worried about that today, so I'm just going to take a, this might be quite a bit here, but I want them single layer, and I'm just going to put them on half of this paper towel because I want to fold, I'm going to be folding the other half over on top of them. Alright, so let me get these spread out a bit here. Just a few more. You can put a few more on here just as long as they're not overlapping. Okay, it's probably good. Put the rest of the seeds back in the packet here. And I'm gonna get my paper towel just a little. I should have really gotten a bigger spray bottle. A little more moist here. All right, so paper towel is good and damp. We got our seeds on one half. We're gonna fold the other half over on it. And I did this a little backwards. Usually, take paper towel and like this up. Usually I take my Ziploc bag and label it first, but that way you don't, if you're doing multiple seeds or multiple seed packs, you're not getting them mixed up, but because we're doing it backwards here. So I am gonna write the date, 3/27, and I'm gonna put that this is the Johnny Seeds dahlia mix. You wouldn't have to label it like this, but I do want to keep track of what seed providers that I really enjoy their seedlings. It's just a good thing to note, and you might want to do that too. You might find that you get really good seed from one farm or one company, and it's a good thing to take note of. Okay, so we got our bag labeled, and we're going to slide our seeds gently into the bag. Let's make sure that none of those seeds fall out. This is the trickiest part of the whole operation here. And there we go. Just get them to lay flat and seal the bag off. And now I'm going to set this one aside, and we're going to do the other seed packet from Bunnies and Blooms, and same method. I'll do it with them. So now we have our two packets of, or two bags of seeds, and we're gonna go ahead and put these somewhere nice and warm, kind of low to mid 70s, and we're gonna leave them for a couple days until they start to germinate. So we are down in my basement with all my little plant babies. These are all my dahlia cuttings here. But right now we're going to take the seeds that we put in the paper towels and in the bags, and I'm going to put mine underneath this grow light. And let me flip the camera. Yes, our basement's really dirty here. Don't mind the mess. But I will show you here. So they're on a shelf. There's some grow lights, but there's probably 1.5 feet of space. The reason why I'm putting these here is because those lights give off some heat, so it'll warm up those seeds, but they're far enough away from the light that they won't get too hot. You kind of want to keep them lower 70s to mid 70s, and after a couple days we should see some sprouts. So I will be back with another video when they sprout and show you how I finish them off in the seed trays. Thanks for watching.